Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to check out the Goodwill in Culpeper, Virginia. This is the small town that we thrifted in last week's video. I could not resist swinging by this Goodwill on my way home to see what they had. I've been to this one before and have found some really good gems and some really good basics, but it can be a little hit or miss for me. So really just want to take a look at everything and show you some of the cute tops like that floral one. I'm noticing right away that there was a number of vintage pieces just scattered throughout a lot of the tops, and just some fun ones to look at. They do have their fitting rooms open, so I'm also going to be pulling some pieces that I'm going to want to try on for you. This dark floral caught my eye. I kind of have trouble pulling off that wrap style though. And I'm always a sucker for a black and white stripe. That one was really interesting and it looked like good quality, but I do have a number of pieces in my closet already, so I left it. This is a fun printed vintage top. I kind of considered that for a moment because I think with the colors and the pattern, it would be really fun and kind of easy to style, but I decided to leave it. This was a nice, beautiful cashmere cardigan in a lovely lavender color, and I was about to pick it up, but I did notice there were stains and a lot of little holes, which you have to be careful with cashmere. This notations blouse, I feel like this is something that I've actually seen before in other thrift stores, and it always kind of catches my eye, but I've never picked it up. I liked the bright, bold stripes on this. I feel like this would be so fun to style with some contrasting colors like a mustard yellow, but the size was not right for me, so I left it. I love to see this brand Good Times. In fact, at the previous thrift store last week, I found a really similar kind of blazer in this same brand with the puff sleeve. I just did not love the fabric, or quite like the cottagecore style was a little bit too sweet for me. Kind of same with this one. How fun is that? Really big puff sleeves. I love to find Jessica Howard pieces. It had a really cool gold piping around it. So I was taking a look at it, but in the end I ended up putting this one back as well. I felt like the buttons were just maybe a little bit too over the top. I'm a huge fan of The Office, so I love to see a good office tee. This one was really funny.
Okay, I just found like 6 things in a row, so my cart's actually like piling up. Like, it's not amazing, but there are some real gems in my cart.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just have those thrifting experiences where I feel like I'm not finding anything, but then I turn around and my cart is full and I'm actually finding a lot of things. I think it's maybe because I'm finding a lot of really good classic or basic pieces and nothing like really stand out that is making me jump for joy. But sometimes you really need to find your basics in a thrift store. It's what's going to build out the wardrobe, and some of the pieces that I've thrifted that I was not necessarily thrilled to find at first, I have found that I get tons of wear out of, and I'm really glad that I have them in my closet. So this was kind of turning into one of those thrifts, but at the same time, I know I was finding a lot of vintage gems, and you can see as I'm flipping through here, there's just good quality pieces mixed with some kind of fun vintage pieces. So really good overall selection at this Goodwill. I really just thought this sweater was the cutest thing ever. I love that Peter Pan collar and the pearl and sparkle detail, but I decided it looked really holiday and winter season, so I left it.
Just like bootleg Khal Drogo. I like it.
Love this sheer blouse. This would be something I would pick up and style with like cobalt blue colors, I think, but the size was not right for me, so I left that. Really love the floral on this blouse and how it's kind of sheer. It's got a really cute, flattering cut to it. Not familiar with this brand Fritz and Lloyd, but I was definitely intrigued and put that in the cart to try on later. So now we're gonna go take a look at the dresses. They have a really big selection. This was a really fun print on this kind of house dress or nightgown piece. And I loved the fabric so much I considered trying to style it and belting the waist with like a woven belt, but you can see there were a lot of big stains, so I left that one. Love a good wrap dress. This one was a really nice fabric. I think it was silk, and Adriana Papel is a very nice brand and very well made, but I just decided that the pattern and color and style wasn't quite right for me. I love this bright lime green. I feel like this one could be so fun for summer, especially if you took up the hem and made it into a short mini dress. And always kind of fun for me to see some cool Hot Topic pieces. I really was into this gold satin fabric, but the size was wrong for me. It is in a 3X and clearly a modern piece, so really good find for someone in the plus size section. Then over in the skirts, I really only found this one pink pattern skirt that I considered. Super cute Alfred Denner piece, and I thought the colors were so bright and would be fun to pattern mix for the spring and summer, but I ended up leaving it because I already have some things like that in my closet. Now over to the coats and jackets. I'm kind of in the market for jackets lately because I'm getting so much wear out of them. But some of these were a little bit too warm, but this one was a cute 80s piece. I really liked the fuzzy faux fur liner on this one, and it was like a cool 70s tag. A fun, bright 90s windbreaker. And this is a nice Pendleton Blazer. I just wasn't in love with the color palette. But then I found this Pendleton Blazer, which really caught my eye, so this one went in the cart right away. Now over to the men's section. They have a pretty good t-shirt selection, but I really only found one cool vintage tee, and I liked the colors a lot, but in the end I decided to leave it. I have so many vintage tees, I'm starting to get real picky.
Cart check. It didn't feel like I was finding a ton of stuff, but my cart's full, and I know there's a bunch of stuff in there that I want to try on, and their fitting rooms are open, so let's do that.
This is an interesting vintage puffer vest. I liked the cute little tree logo on it. It had nothing on the back, and I have tried several puffer vests in the past year because I think it's a fun trend and it feels like a piece that would add a lot to my wardrobe, but for some reason I just couldn't get on board with this one completely. I felt like I would look like I was part of a landscaping company, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it just wasn't quite the vibe that day. Really love this bright, bold windbreaker. I could not tell if this was a vintage 90s piece or if it was a retro piece, but the colors were so fun. I was very close to taking this one home, but I felt like it maybe was a bit too oversized for one, and then for two, it's not quite the season that we're going into, so I was worried it would end up sitting in my closet for far too long, so I ended up leaving it. But isn't it such a cute piece? This tiger print turtleneck is the winner of the day. I am absolutely in love with this piece. I love the fit of it, the fun pattern, wearing lots of turtlenecks lately. And then I decided I should try it underneath this dress that I had wanted to try. Just found this one polka dot dress. This to me looks like a really good basic piece that could be styled up for a lot of different seasons. Obviously you could wear it in the summer or layer it up over the turtleneck like I have here, but something about the fit was off around the like rib cage and bust on me. I think it was just maybe a size too big. So this one wasn't quite right, but I still wanted to try it one more way. With this beaded detail jacket that I picked up. This is a dress barn piece. The tag says it was originally part of a two-piece set, but I only found the jacket. I love the sleeves. They kind of bell out, and I'm going to try to show you a bit better here in a second, but they have a bell shape, obviously sheer with a beaded detail and a scalloped hem. Just so fun. It totally makes the piece. This feels like something that I could dress up or dress down, not something that I have in my closet, so that one is coming home for sure. I found this cool little band t-shirt, and I wasn't sure what it was at first, and it turns out it's a Tori Amos shirt. With the wisdom must come the sting. I used to be a big Tori Amos fan of like her older albums, or first few albums, and this I'm not personally familiar with, but it's from the Tori store. It looks like it's a little vintage tag and made in the USA, so I don't know how old this one is, but I think it is a pretty modern piece. It was in great condition. I decided to leave it because I just thought I wouldn't get a lot of wear out of it. Now, trying a couple of other pieces that I'm considering: a vintage t-shirt and the Pendleton Blazer. Really liked both of these, and they're pretty fun together. I had also found a couple of vintage sweatshirts, and you know I like to collect plain vintage sweatshirts so I can do my own iron-on letters on them and things like that, and these were good colors. But I decided to leave them because I had found some other good things, and my sweatshirt collection is definitely not in need of new pieces right now, so they stayed behind. And then I had found this cool little cardigan I just wanted to show you. I wasn't really considering buying it, but it had so many cute details on it. It was cotton, a cotton blend, and had all these little fuzzy dogs on them. I thought that was so cute, and someone is gonna love finding that. Then I've got a sweet little pink and white knit short sleeve sweater. I thought this was so cute. I really like the fit of it too, and it gets even better because there's two. There were two identical sweaters in the same size, so I grabbed them both. They're so cute. Also love this little mauve rose collared knit sweater. Any knits with a collar, I'm just kind of a sucker for, you know. I thought this one was really sweet. And just kidding, there was not a second one identical, but there was a really similar one that I was considering. I have to think those were all probably part of the same original owner's collection, perhaps, because they're all kind of similar size and style.
I want these all, but I don't.
Now this is a Leslie Faye top with some major puff sleeves happening. I'm gonna have to show you here at a better angle so you can tell just how big those puff sleeves are. But the bright colors are so fun in spring. I feel like you could do a really cute French girl styling with it. I just felt like the shoulders were a bit too much on me, so it was a tough call, and I ended up leaving it. Now I've been looking for a floral blazer just like this, and I was so excited to see this one, but on closer inspection, it was really not the best quality. It had no lining, the pockets were falling off of it, so it was in need of some repairs. I decided to hold out and wait for my perfect floral blazer. Now this top I had high hopes for, but I actually ended up not really liking how it looked on, and I think it's because the colors kind of came off a lot more dark once I was actually wearing it, so I decided against this one in the end as well.
Okay, that's it. I just have to make my final decisions and then get you the haul of what I'm bringing home with me coming up next.
Hey, so that Goodwill can be a little bit hit or miss for me, but I remembered that I have found some real gems there, and I think I found some unexpected gems on this trip as well. So let's get into the haul. I will show you all the pieces and do a little bit of styling with them. So first up, I'll show you the only home decor I got, these two mid-century design salad bowls. I have some plates in this pattern, but in a more blue color, but I thought these would coordinate nicely. They're so cute, and they were 59 cents each. I did grab that black top, very excited about it. One of my favorite finds in recent memory. I don't know why, I am just so excited to style it. I feel like I can do a really casual look with some light wash denim and like boots, or even a casual sneaker could look really cute and kind of chic with this. It's really the details on the sleeve that kind of elevate it and make it so fun to style. I also, I was gonna grab that turtleneck, fell in love with it instantly. I love it on, having so much fun styling this one. I wanted to elevate it with a pair of silk trousers and an ankle boot, but it also looks really cute with a light wash denim and sneakers. It just feels like it's a strangely versatile piece for having such an outrageous pattern on it. I am in love with it. And then since I had the silk pants on, I circled back and decided to try a more dressed up look with that jacket. So just to show you how this one can be so versatile with a nice pair of bottoms of some kind, I feel like it is a really nice going out look. I found this vintage t-shirt, the Yellow Rose of Texas, and I liked the bright yellow on the black background and thought it would be really fun to add to my graphic tee collection. So I wanted to style it with a bright green skirt and bring out some more of the color, and some cute cowboy boots. And then I think this with a leather or denim jacket would just totally complete that look. I did end up getting this plaid Pendleton Blazer. I just loved how it looked on, and it has some really fun colors in it. It gives me a little bit of punk rock vibes, of course. So I put it over my like faux Gucci gnocchi t-shirt that I thrifted last year. This would also, for sure, it would be one that would be really fun to style for the holiday. I gotta tell you though, I have a black and red plaid Pendleton Blazer in my closet already that I don't wear very much. And so I was feeling very silly for picking up another one, but I thought maybe I would end up wearing this new one more, and then I could pass on the black and red one. So I'm just not sure. I'm basically trying to decide between the two. Here's the black and red one for reference. It has just a slightly different fit on me, has different details with the little buttons, and then of course the black and red, different color palette a little bit. So maybe you can help me decide if you think one looks significantly better than the other. They're obviously very similar. Also, just appreciate how I'm able to do the exact same movements in these two separate shots. Yeah, I better decide between them. I grabbed one of those sweaters, the mauve one with the roses, just couldn't resist it. There's no tag on it, so I wish I had some info about the brand, but it does look similar to some other cute pastel sweaters that I've thrifted recently. and people have been loving them in my shop, so it is probably going to go up for sale there. I wanted to bring out the navy in this sweater and paired it over a navy polka dot dress that I have to use the skirt for the styling, and I think it's so cute. I also got both of those short sleeve sweaters. I just kept picturing that there would be someone out there who wanted to do like a matchy look with their best friend for a photo shoot or something. And I thought, I better get them both, and I'm selling them in my Galaxy shop as a 2-pack. So hopefully they will go to the right home where you can match your best friend in your matching vintage sweaters. And that is it for my haul. It was a really good day at that Goodwill, and we'll go back there again in the future for sure. Well, thank you for thrifting with me as always. I hope you feel like you saw some very cool things, lots of vintage gems in that little town of Culpeper. Super fun to thrift there, and we'll definitely go back again sometime. So I hope you had fun today, and we'll do it again soon. I'll be back next week with a new video.